Hey guys, 10 months ago Reese here, and I just had the craziest dream. I have no idea what it means, but all I remember is a yellow dog fighting a crocodile. I'm sure that means nothing, right? Well shit.
So, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally out, but before I talk about the game itself, I want to go over a couple of things. Like, first up, holy shit, this wait! About 9 months ago, Super Smash Bros. Was revealed. Not Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, just Super Smash Bros. There was pretty much no information about this game at the time of the announcement. All we got was, Inklings are here, Link got a haircut, and Mario's in the game. But that didn't stop people from making hour-long videos talking about what it could possibly mean. Game explained. What did we really have here? Rocks, some shadows, and a logo. That's all. But later Nintendo announced that there was going to be an E3 presentation that would include Super Smash Bros. And that was a bit of an understatement since Nintendo's E3 presentation was Super Smash Bros. But that's not the point. Nintendo had a full blowout of information in that presentation. I like useless information as much as the next guy, but the fact that Ike has a slightly different voice when changing costumes is just too much, man. But nonetheless, this thing was great. We finally got everyone's favourite purple dragon Daisy announced for Smash. Oh, and Ridley! And thus the world went crazy. And by the world, I mean a couple 20-somethings with a microphone. And a 13-year-old who doesn't even have a microphone. And although little bits of information kept getting revealed via the Smash blog or website Sakurai updated daily, people were getting antsy. But finally Nintendo announced a Smash Direct slated for the 8th of August. And finally it came, and this thing was bonkers. Start off with a character trailer for Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont. Although this was kinda sorta leaked right before the Direct, with Nintendo themselves accidentally releasing a Castlevania music track the day before. But all was good because 20 minutes later Nintendo announced King Dedede for Smash. And this was really cool, look at him. Oh, they actually announced King K. Rool. But that wasn't all Nintendo announced, they also announced a couple other cool things too, but I want to get into those when the actual review starts, which should be in at least under an hour, and no promises. There wasn't too much Smash news for a while after that. The most we got was a character reveal for Isabelle in a regular Nintendo Direct. But shortly before the last Super Smash Bros. Direct, a little thing called the Grinch Leak happened. So what is the Grinch Leak? The Grinch Leak was a leak that happened back in October where the finished Everyone Is Here art was released into the world, which had every single character. And this art included Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog series, Ken from Street Fighter, Gina from Super Mario RPG, Banjo-Kazooie from, guess what, Banjo-Kazooie, and Isaac from Golden Sun. Oh, and the Chorus Kids for some reason. And needless to say, this was an ambitious leak. There's been some pretty realistic leaks in the past, but this one was amazing. I didn't personally buy it myself, but I can see why other people did. But why was it called the Grinch? Well, the image featured the back of the Grinch's head, which was out there never been seen before. And in the image, the leaker's name was at the bottom of the picture, so people found out, shit, this guy works for an advertising firm that works for Illumination, the makers of the Grinch movie. And Bandai Namco, the company that helped Nintendo make Super Smash Bros. So, long story short, the main selling point of the leak was the fact that the Grinch's head was just chilling out off to the side. And I can relate, I don't know how many problems I've had caused by the back of the Grinch's head. But after all the discussion surrounding the leak, Nintendo deconfirmed it in the brand new Super Smash Bros. Direct. Speaking of which, holy shit, this thing was both the best thing and the worst thing I've ever seen. Half of it is 2 new characters, a bunch of new modes, and a new story mode, which is amazing. But then they filled the other half with brightness settings. Oh, and language settings. Did I mention brightness settings? Even the things I was excited about, they just kept talking about it, man. Like, Spirits mode is great and all, but when they talked about this thing for 8.5 minutes... Man... But this Direct still has some pretty cool announcements, like Cannon and Incineroar as playable fighters. Oh, and Piranha Plant, which, went over swimmingly. And that's all you need to know about the build-up to Smash. Yep, all you need to know. Okay, fine, there was kinda sorta a huge game leak before it was released. And this wasn't just one employee at Target leaked a character order something bad. This was, you could play the entire game early for free if you had a pirated Switch back. And please don't throw holy water on me for saying this, but If I had a pirated Switch, I'm not sure I could resist the urge to play it early. I'm sorry, but that's not the point. This was really bad. Every single detail about the game was leaked. If you wanted to know something about the game, you could just find it anywhere. Cutscenes, spirits, music, everything. But luckily, most people were respectful and only posted spoilers in select forums. This was a big problem for some people, but on December 7th, the game finally released. Starting off, you're greeted to a pretty amazing opening movie. I mean, it's simple, but it's nice. It's mostly just clips from the game with like the main theme playing in the background, but it's super effective. After you watch that, you're greeted to the menu, which, unlike Super Smash Bros. 4, wasn't made from the colourful napkins you get for parties. This thing is a treat to look at. Everything you need is there and evenly proportioned. But once you stop looking at that, you're probably going to head off to all reliable regular vanilla Smash. So you start off and you go straight to the stages, where you probably notice two things. First off, there's 103 stages, and that stages are now first. Personally, I'm still on the fence about this decision. I mean, sure it makes sense with counter picks and all that, but it's hard to adjust to. So you get to the character select scene and you realize, holy shit, I've been gypped, there's only 8 characters. But it turns out you somehow have to unlock the other 67 characters, which can be achieved in 3 ways. The first way to unlock characters is the regular Smash mode, where if you play a single match you can then get a challenger approaching screen and fight the new character to try and unlock them, although this is only available every 10 minutes. Then we've got the adventure mode, which I'll talk about later. And the third way is the classic mode, which I'll also delve into deeper later. Now, I personally love this way of unlocking characters since it gives you something to genuinely look forward to for a while. But how's the gameplay? Well, this time around everything feels a lot smoother. Like, Smash 4 is pretty smooth. Ultimate takes it to a new level. And then there's the fact that plenty of small changes to characters that'll make you go wild. Like, for example, you can pick up Link's arrows. Well, I just caught the small right, so I'll move on. I don't know the specific frame data changes or anything like that, but even me, someone who has no idea what the hell a competitive Smash is, can realise how different this feels compared to Smash 4, with heaps of new quality of life changes like the final Smash Meter, which is an alternative to the Smash 4. And initially I thought I would never use this and just opt to use the Smash 4 instead, but come on, we all have a little bit of Fox vs Falco, Noad and Final Destination in all of us. And hey, if playing on one stage at a time isn't your jam, you can always use the new stage morph feature. That makes the stage turn into whatever other stage you like. But hey, if the regular Smash mode's got you down, you can always try Spot Strike, a new mode where each stock you have is a different character. And although this isn't too different from the regular Smash mode, it's still a fun distraction from your social life. Returning from every Smash game since Melee, Custom Battles, the mode for the people who are a fan of clusterfucks. Here you can give a character any sort of weird effect, whether it be 300% damage or bunny ears, or simply just a huge body. You can do anything you want to these guys. Now, these last 2 modes I haven't personally played yet, so I don't have much to say. And those modes are Tourney and Smashdown. Now, if you're ever in the situation where you just have too many friends, just play Tourney mode with them. Tourney mode's pretty simple, it's a tourney. So 2 to 4 people fight each other, then the winner of the fight fights the other winners until there's only one winner. Simple stuff. Next you've got Smashdown, which is pretty much an Iron Man challenge, where once you fight with a character, you can't fight with them again. But this reportedly takes ages if you want to get through the whole thing due to the abundance of characters. Speaking of which, there's 75 characters in Ultimate, 6 of which are returning after being shafted from Super Smash Bros. 4. And 9 of which, including Echoes, are completely new to the game, giving you 15 newish characters to players, making for an approximately huge-ass roster. And there's a lot of cool, unique, fun fighters crammed into this thing too. I'd get more in depth with the specific fighters, but I'm planning on doing that in a future video. So Smash Ultimate brings back the part of any Smash game that's sure to make you mildly enjoyed. Games and more, the home to modes like Classic Mode, Training Mode, and others. So let's just start off with Classic. And I really love what they've done this time around. Every character has a specific preset of fighters to battle, and these are usually themed like Smash 64 characters for Jigglypuff or only Echo fighters for Richter. Although I do have one gripe, and that's the bonus mode. So what is this? So what you do is you run. That's it. Like, it's fun the first time you play it, but there's no different maps. After a while, it just gets tedious. And since it's near the end of every single classic mode run, you're kinda screwed. But after you've gotten through that sort of a bonus game, you get to fight a boss at the end, which either has something to do with the character or the theme of the run, or it's just Master Hand and Crazy Hand. And finally, everything's topped out with a Galaga-like minigame you play once and then never touch again. But that's not all Games & More has to offer. They still have a myriad of different modes. For example, the training mode, which has been improved a lot in Ultimate, since all you really got in the previous titles is access to all the items, a character and a stage, and maybe even a combo counter if you're lucky. But now you've got a really cool stage exclusive to training, which is pretty much 3 stages in one. You've got an option to go frame by frame, and you've got trajectory lines. So pretty much all you need for a training mode. Now, I don't use training all that often, but I'm sure people more serious about Smash than me will vouch for this being way more competitive friendly. Next up is Multi-Man Smash, but it's not called that for some reason. No, it's called Mob Smash. You've got Sentry Smash, which is pretty much just plowing through a bunch of easy maze as fast as you can without getting KO'd. Cool Smash, which is the same thing, but now it's the leading cause of depression and anxiety. And weirdly, All-Star Smash, which was previously its own fully fledged mode with more of a personality, but now it's just been reduced to a clone of Sentry Smash. You used to have breaks in between groups of fighters, but that's not the case anymore. It used to be that the characters, while easier to launch than regular fighters, were still a bit harder to launch with multi-man or Sentry Smash opponents, giving a good reason to have breaks in between. Now it's the same as Sentry Smash, with easily launched opponents. It's one of the only things in Ultimate that seems like it's taken a downgrade. But we can't dwell on the negatives for too long. Amiibo! Now, these guys get a pretty bad rap as a mode thrown in to make buying an Amiibo a little more worth it, but I really love turning an Amiibo to fight like me. My Mario spikes and smash attacks, and hell, I even taught him to teabag after every kill. So this is true love. But to be fair, there's not much to Amiibo. You can give them things to improve, and you can eventually train a real killing machine. And that's all Games & More has to offer. Except for Maze, but I'm not 70, so let's not. Next on the agenda, the Vault, and oh boy does this thing exist. Here's where you get your feel on exciting modes like videos and hints. Aside from those bangers, you also get challenges, which take on a more comic book inspired look this time around, opposed to the previous design of squares. You also get records, which is statistics. But good for Nintendo, I'm a huge graph guy. And the last notable thing in the Vault is sounds. You can listen to over 900 tracks from a myriad of gaming franchises, new and old. Or you can do this. Online is back and better than ever, in my eyes at least. A lot of people despise the online in Ultimate, but personally I haven't had too much difficulty with it, although I do have a couple problems with it. From my experience it hasn't been too bad, but I've had a couple games that run at about a millisecond to 3 seconds, and can I just say, it's not fun. I also have my preferred rule set to favour one-on-one matches, but half the time I get free-for-all 4-player battles. My final problem is the fact that all you can really do is play Vanilla Smash and watch people play Vanilla Smash. Like, why introduce a really cool mode like Squad Strike and not use it online? But other than those problems, I found the online pretty okay. So we're over 10 minutes into the video and I haven't talked about the main mode in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so let me get on that. Spirits were included in the game as a sort of replacement to trophies, which were unique 3D models of characters new and old. So what are spirits? They're PNG images of characters across gaming you can play. Let me explain. So each spirit is represented by a regular Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character that has apparently been possessed by said spirit. This is represented by giving certain criteria to the fight, making for a not so realistic representation of what it's like to fight said character. On its own, this mode, while being interesting, wouldn't really appeal to me. But what's that you say, a 25-hour plus story mode? Well, count me in. So here you go through a giant map fighting spirits, and that's about it, but surprisingly it's really fun. Like, obviously there's more to it than that, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So you start out with Kirby after everyone buys the farm, and you're out on an epic adventure. You fight a couple of spirits and then you unlock Mario, and after a while you get to a branch of path, and this largely decides where your adventure takes you. And a lot of these locations are really cool too. Mute this video until the symbol goes away if you don't like cool areas getting spoiled for you. I've only been playing this game for 13 hours, but so far I've come across a city made of Nintendo consoles, a replica of the first world in Donkey Kong Country, and an area modelled after Brawl. Okay, welcome back anyone who muted. There are a couple problems with some of the spirits though. A couple of them feel a bit unfair. I mean, I like a good challenge, but when you have 3 opponents faced against you and all you can do is smash attack and hope for the best, it's essentially chaos. Sometimes you get lucky, but sometimes you don't. I mean, a lot of these are few and far between, but when you get stuck in a spirit for half an hour, it kinda takes a hit on your ego. So you can do more than just fight spirits, you can also use them to upgrade your characters. You get regular spirits, which mostly just give you sort of status boosts, but when you bring support spirits into the mix, that's when it gets interesting. A lot of these do give you status boosts, but then there's ones that start you off with items or make you immune to certain poisons or fires. Another way you can improve things like this is the new skill tree, which pretty much acts as a permanent spirit, giving you a permanent status and gameplay boost, which can be more than, wow, your main attack's 5% stronger. Go wild, buddy. No, there's a lot of things that change how you play, like healing every time you perfect shield, which is something you do after you stop shielding immediately after an attack. It mainly just makes it so your shield doesn't take damage. But as I said, you can heal after it, giving you a much better reason to take the risk of not shielding. And without getting into the spoiler stuff, that's all World of Play has to offer, and I'm really enjoying myself with it. Also, apparently there's cutscenes. Well, I've been playing for at least half the mode now, so I mean, there must not be that many. And that's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Truly an amazing experience so far. But with all its shortcomings, it makes up with it for the best gameplay in the series, the story mode, and the huge amount of improved modes in the Piranha Plant. Yeah, I forgot to mention that's the thing that's gonna happen. Also, Joker from Persona 5.
Man, this game is insane. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go dream about the next Super Smash Bros. Character. Fucking really?